Everybody. We are beginning week 2, and in your assignments going forward, like part 3 of this week's assignment is to identify what they're calling non-routine terms. In other words, digging a little deeper in the biblical language to kind of figure out if there's some interpretive clues that we might miss in our modern understanding of language, but that may have been more understood by the initial audience just based on the term that's being used. So I wanted to share a resource with you that might help you in this portion of your assignments. And it may be familiar to you, it might be new to you, but it's blueletterbible.org. And if you go to Blue Letter Bible, you can select your version that you'd like to use. Generally, I'm going to use New American Standard when I'm doing inductive study like this. And then we'll just choose Romans 1. And then you can see it basically does a verse-by-verse rendering for you through Romans chapter 1. So we might, let's just, as an example, go up here. This isn't within your assignment, but if we were to look through and say, okay, let's find a word that may be a little bit unfamiliar to us exactly what the implication is. So for instance, in Romans 1:7, we see that their letters written to all who are beloved of God in Rome, called as saints. So I'm curious about this word saints. It even gives a footnote of holy ones that some versions might apply as that. What does that mean? What is it to be a saint according to the time in which the text is written? So I just click on that verse, and then it breaks down into a word by word rendering here and gives you the original Greek language, hagios. Okay, so then if you click though on that word, saints, then it gives you all of the different places throughout the entire Bible where that word is used. The same word. Now we might take multiple Greek words and then translate them in our language into one word. But this will identify for you in the original language everywhere where that exact term is used. And sometimes you can do a word study. That's not a part of this assignment, but sometimes you can do a word study that helps you to see, based on how this is used in other portions of Scripture, are we applying it correctly, translating it correctly, interpreting it correctly in this particular context of its use. But for your assignment here, you could just go to this dictionaries tab, and then it will pop up several different options for you, dictionary options. And so you might just go and choose one. You could study through a few of them and just kind of read through. What we begin to discover on this particular word is that saints doesn't really have to do with the perfection of the individuals. It's not saying that they're perfect people, that they're holy ones not based on their own merit, but they're holy ones are set apart solely on God's merit, because God has set them apart. And so through their faith in Him, they are known as saints. Okay, so anyways, then that can help you put that definition in and the implications of that on the part 3 of your assignments going forward. So it's really actually a really quick tool. Once you identify those words, go into Blue Letter Bible, click on them, look through these encyclopedias that are at your fingertips, draw some clues from them, and plug them into your part 3. And it's a pretty neat tool, and also great to use going forward just in sermon prep, teaching prep, that kind of thing in your ministry. Hope this helps. God bless.